Hey guys, welcome to Sarah's Jewelry Studio. So today we're going to be doing the finished jewelry for the March Potomac Beads Best Bead Box. So I did the unboxing for this video and it was called Dark Night. So if you haven't watched that unboxing, you'll want to go back and watch that. And this was inspired by the calm night sky with deep blues and hints of light. So that was that, the Dark Night. Alright, so all that I have left out of this box is one of these barrel clasps, only because I went a different option instead of using this one on one of the pieces I made. Some of these silver balls that are here, and then some of these little black seed beads. Otherwise, I used everything. Everything that was in the box, I used it, and I can't wait to show y'all what I made, so stay tuned for that. Hey guys, alright, welcome to this finished jewelry video. So these are the things that I have left, and this was the box that came with the cool fine point tweezers. Oh, there you go. So they're very fine point, and these are actually very helpful in picking up the seed beads. So I actually really like these. I like that I have these now, so I'm excited for those. Alright, so let's move this stuff out of the way and get to the jewelry. So I have made 3 pairs of earrings, 4 bracelets, and 7 necklaces out of this box. And still had those few items left. There we go. Alright, so I had to hurry up and come in here and make this video because my brother called me and harassed me and wanted to know why my next video wasn't up yet. So I had to hurry up and come on here. Alright, so this is the first one I'm going to show you. These earrings, I thought they were so cute. So as soon as I saw these, I knew I wanted to make earrings with them because these little guys are so cute. So I made earrings and I made a matching 2-strand necklace. Now, the necklace, I will say in retrospect, once I tried it on, I was like, oh, okay, that could have been done a little bit better. So see, I have these 2 little guys and they're up a little bit high. So honestly, I probably want to put them down about here. It looks cute on, but the guys I think are just a little bit high. I think a little bit lower and it would have been perfect, but by the time I realized that, it was already too late. It was all put together. So if you decide you're going to do that, I would say definitely look at the spacing of these little guys and see exactly where you want them. Maybe do like a quick mock-up or something like that, just with some clear knotted, string just to see where it's going to land and see how you like it that way. So, but otherwise, so I just did these little wire ends on here with the, what do you call those? Crimp beads. That's what they're called. Inside the little wire ends there. I forget what they're called, culottes or something like that. So yeah, and then just attached to a lobster claw here. And then these are just seed beads. Now the blue ones came in the box. The gold ones I added from my collection. I wanted to bring out some of the gold that was in there. And honestly, I probably could have done this whole piece with this gold and just done 1 strand all gold and 1 strand all blue. But I really liked the blue color. So, but I did want to break it up with a little bit of that gold. So, or maybe even, done this center part down here in gold. I don't know. But I like the way it turned out. I think the contrast is very nice with the 2 different colors. Alright. So I rearranged my craft room, so now I'm trying to get used to this new setup. So I have my camera just feels a little weird. So we're just going to move that. There we go. Alright, so there is the first set. Alright, so this next set here I made on an illusion wire. So this is an illusion wire necklace. So you can call it illusion wire. Some people call it floating beads. So the beads are meant to kind of float around on here. There's no crimps to stop them anywhere within the chain, so they might all kind of be more towards the middle and then more spread out towards the top. But you can always rearrange them however you like. So I used the pearl beads on here as well as the agate, druzy agate rounds. And then I just put these with their crimp beads on the ends, and then put the 2 of them together on each side into one of these wire holders. I forget what I think they're just called culottes. They're wire ends basically, and they just have a long thing on the end, and you make that into a little loop. And then I attached the barrel clasp that came with the box, just like that, with some jump rings. So that is the necklace. So that is an illusion wire necklace, or some people call it a floating bead necklace. And then along with that, I made just a little matching. Oh, and I had some of these little sparkly faceted beads in here also. You can see there's just a few of those. I just had a few of those left. So yeah, so this is a memory wire. It only does one wrap around. So as you can see, it just wraps around real easy. And then it doesn't really move just because it's just one time around. So it doesn't move, doesn't make noise. It's very lightweight to wear, and it's very easy to take on and off. And being on memory wire, it holds its shape. So you always have a nice circle around your wrist. And then I made some matching earrings, just some simple on a head pin with the pearl and the druzy bead. And then I made the necklace first. And then I only have one of the little faceted beads left, so I put that in here. And so I did not have any of those to put into the earrings. But I used those faceted beads in a separate necklace also. Alright, so then this is just a one-off. Does not have a match. So this is using the chip beads and the silver pearl balls. Well, they're not pearl, but the silver metal balls. So I just did a pattern of 5 pieces of the chip beads and then 3 of the silver balls. And so that pretty much used up all of the chip beads, so I didn't have any left to make earrings with or a bracelet. But that was the idea I had for the necklace, and I actually like the ratio of the chip beads to the silver. I think it makes it look really nice. It makes it a nice kind of statement piece. It'd be really nice to wear with something that is the same kind of blue, and then the silver just makes it pop. So I actually like the way that turned out. I don't usually use a whole lot of chip beads in my work, so when I'm forced to use them, it makes me get creative with them, and then I actually really like it. So then I'm like, I don't know why I don't work with these more often. Alright, so this guy, which I saw was up on the corner of my camera here, I'll just show this one. So this is actually the first set that I made. So I made this necklace first, and then I made the matching bracelet. So I really liked these beads here, these big oval circly beads. So I really wanted to work with those. And then I used these mirror faceted beads in here with it. And then, so I did use a barrel clasp, but I also wanted to have a little hanging. I had one more of these mirror beads on there, so I just used that. And then I added some of these beads from my collection, these rounds, and then I had a little matching like flat bead in the same kind of color, so I just put that on the end as well. So that is that. And then this was the matching bracelet, which of course also has the barrel clasp on there that came in this box, as well as the mirror beads, and then the rounds that just came from my own collection. I just took these to my blue box, my light blue box, and just kind of held it up to each of the different beads until I found one that I thought really matched very well. And yeah, they definitely match, I think. So there is that one. And that was just a 2-piece set. I did not make earrings to go with that. I was debating on using these 2 just to do earrings, but I had 3 of the balls left. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make it into a bracelet. Alright, so then the faceted beads, this is the necklace that I used. So I actually used seed beads and these, what were they called, Pi Duos? Yes, the Pi Duo beads. I used the Pi Duo beads to make a little, like a button for a clasp. And then I made a button loop over here. So I just did thread through here, just like fireline thread, and just sewed right through there. So it's flexible, but it holds its shape also, so it doesn't fall apart. And then I just sewed through here, and then the front, this is what I did with the rest of the Pi Duo beads. So I made them like, they look like little bow ties to me. And then I kind of made this little charm. Originally I was going to make a set of earrings, so I made this part first. And then I didn't like the way that it kind of hung, so I was like, you know what, I actually really like it better as a pendant than as an earring. So I actually did a whole bunch of different ways of putting those together. I tried making like a little triangle and, you know, do that to kind of make like a chandelier kind of earring. Or I also did, you know, to do like like how you have them coming out of a cone, so I tried it like that also. But this is the way that I ended up liking to make it best. So I just went with that, and then I decided to just use it as a pendant. So all this necklace is all made with the fireline thread, and I just did a section of seed beads, and then some of the faceted beads all the way around to the end, and then the loop on this end just has the last Pi Duo bead that I had there. So there you go. So it's like a little button clasp. And it just kind of goes like that. So there's front and back. And then it just hangs like this. Because of the length that I made it, it holds it straight across the neck like that. So, but I'll show this at the end. I'll show wearing it. All right, so I got 2 more sets here. This next one is a 3-piece set. So I'll show you the earrings. This is all in the black. Well, it has black and silver, but so this is the earrings here. So I just did 2 of these longer beads. And then the bracelet, it's just a nice, it's a half stretch bracelet. So this back half is a stretch bracelet. And then, which I just did the stretch right onto a wire wrapped loop, well, wrapped loop. So that way it wouldn't, the string wouldn't come off. And then you can actually see where it has some of the string coming out here. So I didn't get that one exactly perfect. And then of course the string elastic, that's what I'm looking for. Elastic doesn't fit inside of the beads, especially once you knot it. So I could probably rework that a little bit and get that knot at least to hide it in the loop, but I just went with it. And then the rest of these are just metal links with the eye pins. And then I just put another loop on the other end. So there's that. So like I said, only half of it is a stretch bracelet. So, but it's just enough to be able to wear it. And then it just kind of sits there. So I didn't make it super tight. So it just kind of sits there on the wrist. So there is that one. And then the necklace. Now this had the big oval, the black beads. So this is what I did with those. So I actually wire wrapped them. And I used silver wire. And then I also used some little purple wire to connect the multiple pieces together at the top there. And then this is the back. So I just wrapped the one piece, and then on these I just used wire to make just a double loop on either end of that, and then so it hangs like this. So it's like an asymmetrical necklace, and it just hangs like that. So actually this wrapping that stone, I believe, was the first thing I did in this box. Oh, I might have made this first. I can't remember. It was one of the two. It took me a while to make this because I was helping my mom move over the last month, so that's why I'm a little late on getting this out from when I would normally have it out by. So, but life happens. So, but I'm getting back on track. So I'm getting caught up tonight, and I'm gonna do the next unboxing tonight. So that'll be out right away as well. All right, and the last thing I have here is a stretch bracelet and necklace set. So this uses the star beads and these other kind of gray beads with more of these black seed beads. Like I said, it is a necklace, it's stretch, and then it has a matching stretch bracelet. And then it has more of the seed beads, all the same beads on there. And then this one, of course, I was able to hide the knot inside one of the beads because the holes in the beads are a lot larger on these than the little seed beads. So I always try to not hide the knot as much as possible. But like I said, on this one, I really couldn't because of the being just seed beads on this section. If I had thought about it, I probably could have done these maybe on the stretch and then done links of these like this to do the other half. But this is how it ended up coming out. Oh, and this is the reason why I had the extra barrel clasp, because I was going to use a clasp on this bracelet, and then I decided that I would do the half stretch. So, all right, so there we go. So that is everything that I was able to make out of this box. So I hope you enjoy everything that I made here. If you have any questions about anything, please make sure to comment that below. And otherwise, I will see you on the next video, which will be out very, very soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great night. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to start doing some of the try on so you can see how it goes. So I did pull my hair up so it's not in the way. So this is the stretch bracelet. So we're just going to do it just like that. So there you go. There is that necklace. And then the matching bracelet. So get that right here. So So there is that one. So this little matchy set. So there's that. Let's see what else we got here. With this guy. This is the one I was telling you about that I didn't like how I did the spacing of the little guys up so high, the little Buddha guys. So you can see they're just a little high. I would like it better if they were probably down about here. So, and then the gold, like I said, I had that for contrast in there just so it wasn't all blue. And it's still kind of hidden back here, so it might have been nicer if it was around the front as well. So, but I do like the blue, and I like this color, so I don't mind it so much. So there's that one. On the little earrings. I'll show you my little Buddha earrings. That's my favorite part. So there you go. So you can see it just adds a little bling bling, and then these are really close to each other. So that was another part that I didn't like about the placement of these. So if it was down further, like maybe in here, then, or yeah, I would say probably back here. I think it would be nicer. So there's those. Alright, so here is the blue chip bead. So, like I said, you see the silver in there really kind of makes the blue with the chip beads really pop out. So I actually think that turned out really nicely. I like the way that looks. Alright, so here is the set with the drusies with the pearls and the memory wire bracelet that I already showed you. There's that. And so you can see how the illusion wire necklace, how it just kind of looks like, or why they call it a floating bead necklace, because it looks like the beads are just kind of there, just sporadically, so you can't really see the wire too much from a distance. It just looks like the beads are just kind of there. So, and I just used like 7-strand beading wire to do these, the crimps on the end. And then, so you just go through like one bead, then 2 beads, and the other bead with the strand. So like 2 strands through one bead, and then one, and then the other, and then 2 strands. You can just go through back and forth like that, and that's how it holds them in place. So just by alternating whether it goes through 2 strands or 2 strands go through one bead, or just 1 strand goes through one bead, if that makes sense. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a quick trick on how to put on a barrel clasp if you only have 2 hands, which they are hard to put on with only 2 hands, especially a bracelet. So you just hold one end of the clasp with a chain nose pliers or whatever kind of pliers you have handy. You just hold on to the actual end of the clasp and then hold the other hand around with the other end and screw it on there. And this is a lot easier than it looks. There you go. So there you go. So if you just hold one end, then you can screw the other end on, and look at that. Now I have it on there. And then you can take it off the same way. So you just hold these in your hand, hold on to the end of the clasp itself. It's easier to do it with the one hand and then put them into your other hand. There you go. Like that. And then you just unscrew it. So there you go. Handy little trick. I forgot to show you the necklace. So you do have the necklace also. Now this one you can use 2 hands on, so you don't need that trick. I'm not going to screw this all the way on though, because I'm just showing you real quick. There you go. Alright, so this is kind of where I like necklaces to hit me. Now I do have sometimes wear longer necklaces, obviously, or necklaces with pendants, but this is pretty much my ideal necklace length. So there you go. Alright, so that was all the finished jewelry I have for you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this more interactive video instead of just doing a picture slideshow, but I wanted to be able to show you some of the things about the different pieces that I made. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for watching, and please comment below which piece is your favorite. So I'd like to know which piece, stuck out most to people. So, alright, that's it. Thanks. Have a great night.